Thank you for joining me. I want to wish all my friends and family around the world a very happy preparation day today and a very happy Sabbath tomorrow. As we celebrate the Sabbath, we're celebrating our relationship with God. And we're also celebrating our relationships with each other because we're all God's children. We're all a part of His creation. And so with that in mind, this morning earlier as I was reading through the book of Proverbs, I came to a passage that I really resonated with. It's in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 10. And it reads, "Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can fully share its joy." And the reason why that resonated with me is because I understand what I'm sure you understand too. Not everybody gets us. Not everybody totally understands us. As a matter of fact, I never feel lonely when I'm by myself. I feel lonely when I'm with people who don't understand me, people that don't get me. That is what causes, for me, and I'm sure for others too, a real sense of loneliness, is knowing that nobody else gets me, nobody else understands. And I found that to be so true, that there are so few people who we know actually get us. As a matter of fact, I was talking with a friend just the other day who recently lost a family member. And we were talking about the fact that when a family is grieving the loss of a loved one, each family member processes that grief and grieves differently, to where you're not even grieving the same way. And you're thinking that your family is going to be there to console you and you're going to grieve together. And many times it's not exactly that way. And you still feel alone in your grief. Because again, like I just said, the rest of the family isn't processing it the same way you are. And so what do we do when those closest to us don't even seem to really understand? Well, I have good news. It's in Psalm 139, verses 1 through 4. Let me share them with you. "O Lord, you have examined my heart. You know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord." The good news is there is always someone who gets us. There is always someone who really understands, and that's Jesus. That's why I love that hymn, "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." That's why I love that hymn, "I must tell Jesus I cannot bear these burdens alone." Friends, we don't have to grieve alone. We don't have to celebrate our victories alone. There is a friend who always gets us, and his name is Jesus. We can take to him everything that perplexes us, everything that breaks our hearts, the joys and the victories that other people may not understand as a victory. We can celebrate it with Jesus. He understands. He gets it. At the same time, we can keep in mind that if I'm processing things differently and feeling like not everybody's getting me all the time, chances are very good that my family and friends around me have the same struggle. And I can encourage myself to try to be more understanding, or just being more sympathetic, even if I don't understand. You know, a while back, we were talking about the fact that sometimes when nobody is helping us, we still help them because we're the grown-up, and that's what grown-ups do. They help people that can't help them. That's just the grown-up thing to do. Sometimes we have to be the emotional grown-up. And understand others, listen to others, even when they're not listening to us. Try to understand and sympathize, even when they are not understanding and sympathizing with us, because we are the spiritual and the emotional grown-up. How can we be emotionally grown up? How can we be emotionally mature? By taking everything to Jesus, by pouring our hearts open to Jesus, who gets us, who understands. That gives us the security we need, knowing what a friend we have in Jesus, knowing that Jesus gets us, knowing that Jesus understands and shares our bitterness as well as our victories, gives us the emotional and spiritual maturity to be sympathetic towards others and to listen and try to understand, even when they don't listen or understand us. It's okay if they don't. We have Jesus. Jesus is our best friend. He gets us. Let's celebrate that relationship with Jesus this Sabbath and be understanding and sympathetic towards others as he is with us. God bless you. Happy Sabbath.